Okay, this is going to be, all right, let me just kind of introduce. There I am, Jonathan. There I am, they spelled it right, Jonatha, and they finally got it, dude. If you only knew how many times people misspelled John. John, is it Fen? Is it Fen? No, it's thick, bitch. It's thick. I want to talk to you about, I talk about all kinds of things on these videos, and this is something that I wanted to share with you. This is something that's kind of come up a couple times, and I thought, I bet you I could bless somebody out there. And I'm on the UCLA campus, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. And this quote from Jackie Robinson, 42. He said the purpose of life, or the only purpose of life, is our impact on other people. And I've heard that from another place, or kind of a different version of that. That the only value to our lives are what we bring to other people, or more importantly, the impact that we have on other people. Jim Carrey, in his beautiful speech, his commencement speech, he talks about that our highest currency is the impact that we have on other people. And if you really take that seriously and you go, man, my identity, the essence of who I am, that can really bless people. And I thought, that's all right. Hey, what's up, dude? You want to be on a podcast? You sure? Come here. Come on, say hi. You don't want to say hi? Just say hi.
How's it going?
No, come here. All right, have a good day. See, and you get out here and you talk to videos and you talk to people and they think you're strange and you're doing selfies and you're like, all right. So back to, the impact that we have on other people, and our highest currency is the impact that we have on other people's lives. And Jackie Robinson said that, 42. I know this is kind of a random, but this is about business. And there's a lot of people out there that want to start businesses. They want to grow a business. Maybe you're in college. Maybe you just kind of had a little W-2 job, and your dream is to build a business or build something. And I wish my arm was longer. I could do that. But there's a kind of a beautiful. I don't know if I can see it, but anyway, I was talking about. I was getting my Starbucks, and this guy was talking about today's current models of valuations for companies. I know firsthand about that, because when I was in San Francisco, went out with a buddy of mine from college, and he was talking about, he's working for a startup out there, and he was talking about the way they view business out there is really not based upon your profit, your business model. It's more about the amount of capital you can gain, and the amount of, you could get private equity, for $2 million, and overnight you're a $2 million company. And you're like, okay, what are you talking about, dude? You're talking about valuations. You're talking about, well, I'm going to call bullshit on that model a little bit, and because that model is inherently flawed. Because if you get a, and I know you're like, okay, dude, you didn't go to an Ivy League school. You're not really, who are you to talk about today's hedge fund, Ivy League, elite stuff? And I'm like, these are the same people that put Madoff in there. So what's my point? My point is today's business models are so skewed because it's not built upon building a company. It's not about building anything. It's about raising capital, selling that to whatever. And, and I ran a company for 10 years. And then now I'm going to kind of speak to just the regular Joes out there, the regular people like me from Oklahoma, or people who, aren't from daddy's money, or aren't from, inherently wealthy families, or, you don't know hedge fund people. I built a company from zero to my top end revenue was right at $500,000, of which half of that was mine. So I not only ran a company, but I was responsible for half the production of that company. And I'm pretty proud of that. For 10 years, I built a company from brick by brick by brick by brick. And I learned so much about how to grow a finance company, how to grow any company from ground zero to half a million, which for me, again, I went to college on like Pell Grants. I went to college on, borrowed money. And so I'm speaking to those people out there. So I wanted to just say, whatever your dream is, whatever it is, whether it's in business, whether it's, science, I'm sitting here in the Gordon and Virginia McDonald Medical Research Laboratory next to that beautiful statue, and thought I'd kind of take advantage of this light and say, you know what? Don't follow the trends. The trends out there are like, just go up, get your fucking big tie, get your VC, and then and then overnight you're a quote success. Like, let me show you a real life example of the demise of that business model, and that is a company called, I think it's called Theranos, and it's this chick, and overnight it went from spectacular to nothing because it wasn't built upon a business model. It was built upon valuation. So no matter who you are out there, no matter what you're if you're in business, it's about profit. It's about gaining customers. It's about making those customers happy. It's about retaining those customers. And I think a lot of times we move past what I call, go watch the movie It's a Wonderful Life, where the Bailey Townend, that model, the Main Street model of helping your neighbors and growing a company one employee by one employee. This overnight success shit is Hollywood. It's San Fran stuff, where they. So where am I going? I wanted to be a voice of reality to a lot of people in business, that no matter who's telling you, and how many fucking buzzwords you hear, and synergy and all this shit you hear that these business people talk about, and you know what, your evaluation is built upon a profitable, scalable model. And my mortgage company I built, even though it's kind of in a pause mode because of Dodd-Frank, that company that I grew from 0 to $500,000 is more scalable than 99% of the VC fintechs out there. And I know that because I built it loan by loan, stick by stick for a fucking decade. And so I just wanted to kind of put a video out there and say, listen guys, go to your Ivy League schools, go to your stuff, go worship that world of San Fran, go worship the world of hedge fund money, of VC money, of angel investors. At the end of the day, if you don't have a scalable business model with a real product, helping real people meet real needs, you're full of shit. .org, .edu, .com. And most importantly, I want to encourage you guys, you business owners out there, whether you're in college or maybe you want to start a business, there's going to be people out there that are going to try to intimidate you. They're going to try to, talk about, well, how much is your business worth? Like, for example, just yesterday I was talking to a guy. He's like, we fund 100 million, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but when you're doing 900, when your average loan size is 900,000, who cares that you're doing $1 million? Go do an average loan size of 120,000, 150,000 like I did out in Texas, and build a company for a decade, and then that's impressive. So the point is a scalable business model with real customers, with real profit, making real people happy, making a real impact in life. You know what, I can go into any business school and I'll espouse those values. And the further we get beyond those values and we get into the Madoff worlds and this VC world, and I'm not saying all the VC's bullshit, but I'm like, you know what, don't tell me Facebook is really worth, go look at Facebook stock, go look at Twitter stock, and tell me that Facebook is worth that much more than Twitter. At the end of the day, my money's on Twitter. Holla. All right, you guys have a great day. Just wanted to kind of send a little kind of a business fintech reality check out there, because I was in college once, and you kind of start listening to the experts and you think the experts are smarter than you. They're not. They're just better at being experts. Go be you. Go use your currency, and remember, it's about the brick by brick, and it's the an inch by inch is a cinch. It's the day by day. It's the company that's lasted 4 years, man, that guy needs a fucking vacation, because he's done something that very few people have done. The guy that celebrated his 7th year and 8th year. And don't even get me on regulation and how regulation really is strangling this country and strangling small businesses. And nobody cares about small businesses. Nobody cares about them because they're not sexy. They're not profitable. They're not going to make the big news. But you know what? Small businesses represent 70% of our jobs out there. So 7 out of 10 people you talk to that have jobs, they're coming from small businesses. And when I had to shut my business down, you know what I did? I stopped hiring people. So anybody who's like pro-regulation with finance world, pro-Dodd-Frank, I'll come speak to you, giddy up, let's talk. But of course, they don't invite people like me because I don't high-five their bullshit. I don't co-sign their malarkey. All right, you guys have a great day. Remember, be you. 42 says the highest currency we have is the impact we have on other people. And if I can encourage one person out there who's maybe struggling in a real life business somewhere, seriously, dude, just keep going. Just keep going. Scale it, be smart, Get some experts in there. If you'd like me to come speak to your small business about some of the things that I learned in my decade, I'd love to do it. Like if you have a bit, maybe you're a finance instructor at some college, some high school. You want me to come talk to your people about what it takes to really run a business, because there's a lot of daddy's money out there. These people who were born on third base, they think they are successful. They're not. They're just part of a legacy. Maybe you're first generation money. And that's who I'm talking to. So first generation, holla, keep going. Remember, keep going. You got you.